Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Lisa. You're watching my channel, One Lisa Show. And today is Friday, October 21st, 2022. The year is flying by, but it is a Friday, so it qualifies for a Friday Sews video. I'm going to share and waffle with you on what I have done this week and what my plans are. So please stay tuned. Today I am wearing my newest make. This was my birthday week. My birthday was Monday, and although I don't really do much on my birthday, I took the day and I did a little work, but really it would have been equivalent to like a Sunday with no appointments. It was just a few phone calls, and I spent the day sewing, and I made myself a birthday cake. So if I have a picture, I know there's a picture of it on Instagram. I just made a simple cake pancake and a cream cheese chocolate frosting, and it was really good. Really good. I'll probably make it again, but I've made it before, but this time I had a reason. I did make this shirt, and this is the Tilly and the Buttons Frankie t-shirt, baseball tee. I did the 3/4 sleeves, which is actually a little longer than 3/4 for me. It's more like a 7/8 sleeve. And I did the size 7. Now I have noticed I have lost some weight since I purchased this book. So I need to retrace the pattern and go down at least one size. I've actually made the Freya tee, which is one of my favorites in the same book, the stretch book. And I have now sized down to the size 5 of that one. And it's a more form-fitted shirt at the size 5 for me, which I actually like. It feels more like a sturdy mock turtleneck to me. But this is a size 7, and it is a little big, so I think I will be sizing down my future one. But really enjoyed this make, and with the leftovers, I cut out and purchased my first Love Notions pattern, and it is the everyday play dress for my niece. I cut the size 8 for her, and I did have her mom check her chest measurement to make sure I was cutting the right size. My intentions were to do a long sleeve of this dress out of this same fabric because we are in fall and we're coming into winter before we know it. However, I didn't have enough fabric for the long sleeves. I probably could cobble some, now that I'm thinking about it, I probably could cobble some scraps to make the long sleeves, and there'd just be a seam like at maybe up here. That wouldn't be bad, actually. I might do that because this print is somewhat busy. I do love the sparkles on this print. And it is I think a 95% cotton, 5% elastane. It is a Pop Apparel knit fabric from Joann's. I did check the other day, and it's all sold out. It was an older print. I got it on clearance, so I had a feeling it would be sold out. But I've cut this out, and now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go back and take those scraps and make a long sleeve version and cobble those pieces together because I haven't started yet. I'm going to do this one fully on my serger because it is 3/8 inch seam allowances, so I feel I can easily do that on my serger and just avoid my sewing machine altogether and save a whole step. If you have any tips, this will be my first time making something, I think, just using the serger. I usually go in with my sewing machine and do the seams, and then I go back to the serger and reinforce them and trim them and do all that. So I kind of do a double sew on all my knits. So this will be my first go at it, but this is something, she's the youngest, she's going to outgrow it eventually, so I don't want to put too much effort, and I am using scraps. And I think we're going to be okay. And I'm real happy now that I thought about just taking the scraps and adding on that extra piece for the long sleeves. The other thing I did this week, this has been my long sew project, is the Megan Nielsen Dawn jeans. I am almost done, but I'm not quite done. I notice more and more of my videos when I start talking about all my projects and I feel I'm into this point where I'm doing slow sews for some things, and then this took me like an hour. I think that's okay. I think that's healthy. This is where I'm at with my Dawn jeans. I've got my waistband almost done. I got my label on there. but I now have to sew my inner waistband to the rest of it and do my top stitching on the waistband. And I need to do my belt loops and then put my buttons on. One more buttonhole will have to be made. That'll be on this side. But that's it. It looks great. I'm very pleased with it. I've tried them on. This is Beyond the Pink Doors lightweight stretch denim. And this is the gray. And I will tell you, it's really soft. I can't wait to actually be wearing these, washing them, and see how that is. I'm really pleased with them. I think they look great. I can't wait to finish them, and hopefully that will be this weekend. But I did work on them quite a lot this week, really taking my time, and I'm very pleased with the result. After I finish those Megan Nielsen Dawn jeans, I'm going to go full on mode into another longer term project. I have a gala the first weekend in December, so that gives me a little bit more than a month to prepare a dress for a gala. This is going to be a very big project for me because I still consider myself a beginner sewer, or a competent beginner. Even though I learned to sew at a young age, I wasn't actively sewing as a hobby until COVID hit. I did buy a pattern that really struck my fancy probably about a year ago, maybe more. And it is Simplicity 8013. It was a 1970s reprint. And I do feel this could be a huge statement gala dress. And I'm not big into parties and things of that nature. However, my local realtor association, I have been elected as president-elect next year, which means in 2023, I'll be the president-elect, and in 2024, I will be the association's president for my local realtor association. It's a massive deal. It's a huge undertaking. I'm treasurer this year, and I've done a lot of work, and I know I barely do the amount that the president and the president-elect do. It's a huge undertaking, but I will be installed at this gala as president-elect for 2023, so I want to look good. I have a couple of friends that have mentioned I shouldn't make my own dress, but I have other friends I think that are seriously cheering me on, and more than likely they're watching this video now. This is the one that I'm going to muslin, which means I'm going to make a scrap copy, and I'm really going to focus on the top portion, the sleeves, the bust, the bodice of it, and then probably stop right here because I really just need to make sure I get this fit down pat. And if it doesn't happen, I'll probably switch patterns and go a different route. There is a Vogue pattern out there, and I'd have to re-look through all the Vogue patterns, but there's a Vogue pattern that's a strapless, like, ball gown that is, I think, a 50s or 60s reprint. And that looks really cute. And I will tell you why I like that one as a backup when I show you the fabric. The fabric I purchased on Minerva quite some time ago. I'd say it was probably around the same time I bought this pattern. I saw some fabric on Minerva and fell in love with it and bought a massive quantity. I don't think I may have pre-washed it, but I don't know because I don't feel the tag still on it, so I bet I did pre-wash it. I'd have to look it up to see what it is, but it is a type of, I will look it up and I will write it below what it is. I'm guessing it's a type of chiffon. Does not feel like a challis. Forgive the rustling if you hear it because the microphone is right here. But this is a sheer fabric, but it has this gorgeous dark blue, which is my favorite color. The light blue. It has a dusty rose, mauve, and it has these gorgeous verge of light sage color leaves. I think it's stunning. I fell in love with it online. I bought it and I was not disappointed. There's also like a tangerine, a light pale tangerine color in there too, which I think is just beautiful. So here, as I unroll it, I have tons of it. I think I have 7 or 8 meters of it. It's gorgeous. I don't want to waste it. So my intentions are to go to Joann's and just get a cheap, similar weight feel fabric and then construct that top bodice part with the sleeves, because I think the sleeves will be an absolute must to know where I sit with these sleeves. They need to sit right. They need to flow right. I love that. I'm not someone that wears a lot of fitted items too much. I am someone that, if it is fitted, it's probably full coverage. But that's my long-term November project, and I don't want to be stressed out about it, so I do want to start it sooner than later. I didn't bring up my crochet. I've been working on a sweater for my niece for Christmas. I have the back piece almost done. I believe I have one more row to do on the back piece, and that's the very top to shape the shoulders, and then I'm done with that piece, and then I can start moving on to the fronts. Hair is still coming out, in case anybody's wondering, even though my blood tests were fine. I see my dermatologist in November, late November, so that's not fun. Hopefully it will ease up. I am in dire need of a haircut, and I'm nervous about getting my haircut. I don't know why. I need it no matter what. I should just schedule it. But I guess when you see all your hair coming out in the shower and every time you brush your hair, you don't really want to do much with it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have great plans for this weekend as well. And I'd love to hear what you think about my plans. I appreciate all the comments and tips and tricks. So thank you. Do something creative wherever you are in the world, and have a great day. Thanks again for watching. Bye.